So what's up? That's all I got. Normally there's an intro. There won't be one for today. This one's gonna be a bit more quiet. It's just gonna be me talking and kind of just letting some things go. Um, if you see my tweet earlier, I was kind of talking about like potentially crying. I'm not gonna cry during this in particular, because I don't believe in that shit. Hold on, let me move my mic over so y'all can hear me. So look, I don't believe in that shit. Okay, I don't believe in that. Um, but I was a bit emotional at work. Just because like seeing how long it takes for things to occur, and it's not even that in this particular instance, in the story that I'm about to talk about. Well, I have two stories actually. So this is gonna end up being a two-parter. So I'm going to cut this in half, and you're gonna get part one, and you're gonna get part two, because I don't want anything getting misconstrued, and I want each thing to be its own separate event. I want it to be isolated, and I want to just tell the particular story that matters. I don't want them to, you to have to sit through like, excuse me, like minutes. Oh my god, minutes and minutes of video. Like that's just ridiculous. I'm just here to just speak the truth on what happened. So without further ado, let's see. Well, I said September earlier, but realistically, yeah, September. But I say a little bit before actually. August. I was talking to somebody else, and I said, I just said in September, but it really a little into August, a little in August. I started talking to this woman, in particular. She's gonna remain nameless for the entire story, and everyone else involved. Well, there's not even really other people involved. There's only like one other person really, but it's not like involved in a way. Um, we started talking, and eventually, I went to meet said girl, and does that really narrow it down that much? I don't give a shit. Um, in in San Francisco. So I linked up with her because I was going to go meet up with my friend, um, my actual friend. Now this particular woman, uh, yeah, I can say her name. We're just cool. So JG, you know what I'm saying, my homegirl JG. I just went to meet up with her. You know what I'm saying. She was out there for some training. You know what I'm saying. And I was like, oh man, I ain't seen you in so long. You know what I'm saying. I ain't seen you since a little bit before I was deployed. Hell yeah, I'm gonna pull up. So you know what I did? I did the real nigga thing. I went to the what is that? I went to the airport. I went online. I bought some tickets because I wasn't finna drive 6 hours to San Francisco from Riverside. Wasn't finna do it. Wait, was I in San Diego then? No, 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 no. I was back in Riverside. I was back in Riverside. I wasn't finna drive. I wasn't finna drive and do all that. So I bought tickets. Right. I bought tickets. Okay. Bought tickets. And when I bought my tickets, it's round trip. And mind you, girl earlier, I'm talking to her, and she lives in San Francisco in the Bay Area. So I was like, okay. I'm like, hey, we should meet up. And she goes, yeah, that's cool. But at first she was just kind of like sometimes like, oh, whatever, some whatever. She was trying to, play the role. So I respect the game. Um, so I went first day. I hung up with my homegirl. And then the next day, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, me and you will link up or whatever. And he's like, okay, well, where did she say she stayed at? She said she stayed somewhere or whatever, and she was gonna catch the metro up, which the metro is the train. So she caught the train up to me, because I was in downtown San Francisco, and I met her at the train station. We met up. It's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We had been like talking over online for quite some time, and we finally met up in person. It was cool. It was cool. Cool. Really cute, beautiful girl. So I'm like, all right, great, great. Not a catfish. This is good. This is good. And we're talking. And I'm like, everything's just like over the phone. This is great. So we go out. We go to the pier. That was cool. We went and had dinner. We had brunch. We went and had brunch first. I don't remember the name of the brunch spot. Then we went and had dinner. Both of those were great. Um, and then we went back to my room. We chilled. We talked. And then she took her back outside, got her a lift, and sent her home. That was it. It was it. It was a good date. It was a solid date. Solid date. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? It was good. It was good. I was like, all right, cool. Walked away feeling good. You know what I'm saying? She felt good about it. I'm like, all right, cool. That is what it is. Fast forward. You know what I'm saying? So that was September. Me and her have been talking like for a really long time. From September to January, to till January, like in December, and I mentioned, I was like, hey, I've been, what I'm saying, trying to spend more time with her. Things weren't working out. She was busy or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and then I was doing other things, and then finally, she was just like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can make it in January." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And she's like, do it quick before I change my mind." Or some funny mess like that. And I was like, all right, whatever." So I um I get her tickets. She comes down. Now at this point, she comes down from the Bay to SoCal. She's staying with me. Okay. First week we're staying together. It's great. It's great. It's exactly what I, what I'm saying, I am thought it would be. And in the next couple weeks, you know what I'm saying, they weren't necessarily bad, but you know how like you get to know each other, you know what I'm saying, as you're like quote unquote living together, because she was only supposed to be there a week, but then it like progressed on and I told her she could stay. It wasn't like she like begged to stay or anything like that. Like I don't want to put that out there like that. Like, you know, she mentioned that she didn't want to go back. um like she didn't directly ask. She just mentioned, I could stay, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, yeah, if you want to stay, you can stay, you know what I'm saying? She's like, okay, cool. And that was it. That was it. We canceled the ticket and it was done. It was done. It was that fast. It was that fast. Just done. Um so so now she's staying with me. We're hanging out. We're going over here. We're going over there. We're doing a lot of different things. We're having a great time. Having a great time. And I had more time, and I was kind of pulling back from podcasting, from doing my YouTube and all that. Like I wasn't posting as consistently because I was with her and I was happy. Excuse me. But the whole time I was kind of feeling bad because I knew where I could be if I kept putting my foot on the pedal and like kept working really hard at this stuff. And I wasn't doing it. I wasn't doing it at all. I was not doing good. It was not good. So I was like, okay, I need to step it up. You know what I'm saying? I need to step it up or whatever, right? And plus me and her were really starting to have our differences. We starting to have like bigger conversations that kind of like was letting me know like, hey, you know what I'm saying, this might not be, you know what I'm saying, what I was hoping it would be. Um and so uh I go for work purposes, I have to go to Biloxi, Mississippi, and I go to Biloxi, Mississippi, and that's when while I was there, um, you know, she was saying like how she felt that, somehow um like I tried to like take advantage of her or something. And I was like, what? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, nah, there was no such thing like that. Like I didn't do such a thing, you know, and you know what I'm saying? And I I chalked it up like she was just tripping, you know what I'm saying? Like she was just like drinking or whatever, or you know what I'm saying? Like she had like previous trauma or whatever, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was trying to like help her work through that, you know what I'm saying? Because like that's just how I seen it. But in hindsight, that should have been my moment um to leave once he said that, but I didn't, you know, to leave her alone, and I didn't do that. So that's my error on my part. Um, you know, and me and her kept talking, and she felt like I was being neglectful and wasn't giving her like the proper attention, and that I wasn't blah 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 blah. Like she was just, you know what I'm saying? She was giving me a whole lot of things that I should be doing better. Um, and I was like, all right. I was like, all right, cool, cool, whatever, fine. I say, fine, fine. I will try to do those things, do better, or whatever. And you know, and she was just like, nah, I'm not really feeling it, or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever, you know. And then one night we're on the phone, and she's like, yo, I'm just, you know, she's like, I'm been going. What did she say? She said something about like, you know what I'm saying, like she didn't like being at home. She didn't like being alone. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to be around someone, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that cared about her and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, I was like, so you want to come back? You want to try again? I'm like, we could, you know what I'm saying? Give this one more, you know, give this one more go. And she was like, okay, yeah, sure, sure, we can try this again. I was like, okay, great, great. Now, I went, picked her up, and you know, I had literally just got back, so I was kind of I was a lot a bit tired. I'm not even gonna say I was kind of tired. I was a lot a bit tired, and um, 'cause I think we stopped at some place that she wanted to eat at. We ate there, and then we drove back, and by the time we got back to the room, it was late. It was real late, so we got up in there, took a shower. I took a shower. Um, and you know, got into bed and went to bed. Mind you, this entire time, like we're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? With each other, like we're not physically intimate. Like we're not sex. Let me put it this way: we're not sexually intimate. Okay, like there was no like sex. There was some other things, but it was not like like that. Um, so needless to say, that next time was worse. She didn't like the hotel I was at. She didn't like this. She didn't like that. Whatever, whatever. But I'm staying in this hotel because it's work. Like, what you mean? And I'm trying to get my points. Like, what? I'm trying to get my points. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to run up my Hilton and my Marriott, which I should have just kept doing my Marriott because it kind of messed up my ambassador thing that I'm trying to get. Because I'm trying to get the ambassador. But needless to say, she you know, we were getting into it like regularly, and there was one day very distinctly, I remember uh I got off work, I came in, she was on the phone. She got mad at the people that she was on the phone with because he was talking to them on like Clubhouse or whatever. She was talking to them. She got real mad, and she goes, and you know what I'm saying, and she's like snapping. She snaps on the guy, hangs up or whatever, and then I'm like, "Hey, you good?" You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I had a rough day at work, but I packed that down, and I was like trying to be there with her in the moment. You know what I'm saying? There with her, be, you know what I'm saying, and talk to her. And, you know, and then she gets mad at me because she's like, you know, you're not understanding my feelings right now and whatnot. And I'm like, I was just here for the last bit of that conversation. These are the same people that you don't like. Why are you talking to them? Like, you know what I'm saying? And like before y'all ask, this person is not. This is not a child. I'm not talking to a child. Okay, this is an adult. Okay, this is an adult. Where we could have went to high school together, just to give y'all an age range. Y'all an age range. You know my age. We could have went to high school together, so it's in that range. So it's nothing crazy. Um, but needless to say, um, she she spazzed it out. She spazzed it out, and then at that moment, I kind of go, okay. I was like, you gotta go. I'm like, you gotta go. So I get her a ticket to go home, buy the ticket, and I give it to her. And well, I don't give it to her, but it goes to her email, and she has the ticket, and she can go home. Essentially, she can go home. I go home, and you're good. Like, go home. And but before that, what I'm saying, she was asking me when did I want her to leave, and you know what I'm saying, like me, I'm very hard headed and long suffering, so I was trying to make some shit work, but it wasn't gonna work. And that moment made me realize that, and I was like, all right, cool, boom. So needless to say, Thursday night is dramatic. At one point she even leaves, she comes back. You know what I'm saying? I go out, get her, bring her back, and then what I'm saying, everything was kind of cool. Friday was okay. We made it through. I think we made it through another. Yeah. Well, no, no, no. That was before. That was before then. That was before then. That was before then. And we get to the Excuse me. Sorry, man. It's freaking beer. I we get to the point where oh man, like it was just bad. It was just bad. Like the energy was just bad. Bad. It was just bad energy. And I said, okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm like Saturday for sure. You gotta go. So that made her upset. So what she did was on Saturday morning, I told her that on Friday for sure. I was like, for sure, Saturday, you gotta go. On Saturday morning, I get up, I go to work, and I get to work and I realize I don't have my driver's license. So I drive back to work to get my I drive back from work to the house to get my driver's license. When I get there, so if you've seen my YouTube channel earlier, I talked about an incident where my laptop got erased. This is the situation that caused my laptop to get erased. And she's telling me, she's like, you know what you did to me, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe you're this type of person. Like, she's just saying this really wild and egregious stuff. And at the whole time, I'm just like, you really erased my laptop, knowing how important this is to me, knowing how much I've been working on this, knowing how much stuff I had saved to erase it all. And like I said in that video, short version, I was able to get some of it back, but a lot of things I lost. You know what I'm saying? Any project that I was working on, I just lost it. It's gone, 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 absolutely gone. Um, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." I'm like, "Okay, cool, cool, cool." But like, it was just disturbing to me because she had like my camera, she had something else of mine, and this other thing. Like, she was really finna erase and destroy most of my stuff and then leave while I was at work. But I happened to come back because I didn't have my driver's license, and thank God I caught that I didn't have my driver's license and had enough common sense to go, "Yo, something's not right. Let me go back." And so at that point, what I'm saying, like, she's trying to talk to me and get her to say anything to her outside of, and I'm just consistently asking, I'm like, why would you erase my laptop? Why would you do this? And she's not saying nothing. She has by far the most evil look and grin on her face I've ever seen in almost any human being that I've been in close proximity with. Like the level of evil and malice there, like felt it felt different. And so eventually, you know what I'm saying, with her seeing that I'm standing my ground and I'm not gonna say anything crazy to her, I'm not gonna do anything to her because I've never have. Um, she then gets up and leaves and she's like, bye, don't ever talk to me again. Wooty wooty woo 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 woo. And I'm like, okay, cool. Matter of fact, no, no. The only thing I did say to her, and that's when she left, as I said, yo, I'm finna check out. That's when she left. That's when she left. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, cool, cool. And I checked out and I left and I went back to work and my friend was able to help me get my laptop back right. And then I went to a totally different hotel and I continued the rest of my stay till I got to South Carolina, obviously. Um, but with that being said, like it ruined a lot of my I said a whole lot. It ruined my relationships. Like it ruined my ability to like be like in a relationship with anybody going forward because you know what I'm saying, like being accused of something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to say it for the sake of the algorithm and all that, but you know what I'm saying, like some me too type shit. You know what I mean? Like that's what she was accusing me of, like literally like you know what I'm saying? Like there were friends and people that I was cool with, like I was no longer cool with them, you know what I'm saying? People were looking at me, you know what I'm saying, feeling some type of way, you know what I'm saying? Like thinking I was some type of person. And it really was crazy. Now, the only reason I'm bringing this up and talking about it today is because, like I mentioned in the beginning, my other friend, that stopped being my friend, which I understood why, because the friend was a mutual, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And if somebody makes that type of allegation in today's climate, it's gonna stick. Okay. It's gonna stick irregardless. It doesn't matter, like especially if that person does not know you to be infallible. Like, and I'm not even saying like I'm perfect or I'm infallible, but to know that certain things are just way outside of your character and your perimeter of things to do. We stopped being cool. You know what I'm saying? She reached out to me and she's like, hey, I would, you know what I'm saying? I want to know your side of things. And that was the moment that I finally felt like free from this. You know what I mean? Like I finally felt free from it. Like from February till now, I felt this dark cloud over my head and I just could not shake it. Like I'm constantly like just not like I just can't fully be like I don't trust people like in general, to have somebody that, I thought was somebody that I was really fucking with, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that, I even, man, like I can't like I can't put it into words. Like that stuff like was beyond anything I've ever had to experience. And so for her to reach out to me and then for us to talk about it, it just finally like freed me of it. It finally freed me of it to be kind of like uh you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to say this in a way that makes sense. Um it's one of those things where, you know what I'm saying, like oh no, you're not crazy. Like the things that you've seen in this person, you're not crazy. This person does have these type of tendencies. You're not crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not, like it's excuse me. Like I just feel really free right now. Um and that made me feel really good. Um and to talk about like reconciliation, you know what I'm saying, and that stuff. Um, to talk to, you know what I'm saying, to talk to that, this comes the other piece. Here's the part two. Now, this is completely unrelated. So that story's done. The story's done. The TLDR version is I don't fool with her no more. And I will probably never in my life, I never in my life want to speak to her again. Um, And if there's any time that we end up in the same space, I'm gonna be way distant. Like I'm not. There's no proximity that we're gonna have ever again. Ever again. There's no chance. No chance in hell. I would never do it. So let's move forward to part two of this thing. So this totally separate thing. So uh how do I put this? Well, you know what? Yeah, because this is another thing that really bothered me. And it kind of like that the first story really made like everything I was feeling from this story even worse, you know? Um so I'm gonna tell this story. I'm gonna tell this story. So as you know, there's a lot of people I hang out with, right? If you know me personally, you know there's a lot of people I hang out with. You know, there are people that I hang out with really, really often and really, really tough. Like really tough. However, if you know me, if you've seen me around, you kind of noticed there's been a lack of some characters around. There's been a lack of some characters around. That's the best way I could put it. Yeah, lack of some characters around. Okay, and the reason for that is because here we go, another story that now this one really fucking blew me because it literally made no damn sense. No sense at all at all. That you see how I'm like kind of smiling and laughing at because this one is fucking stupid, absolutely stupid. Um, and I want to preface this story with the word brother. Okay, I'm a big brother. You know what I'm saying? I've had one of my brothers be with me my entire life. If you start saying the word brother, what that means to me and what that might mean to you are completely different things. Like my brother, that is my right hand. That is my no matter what, me and him is vibing, period. Like we have disagreements, but they're not like, oh my God, I hate you at the end of it. Like I've never been like, yo, I hate you afterward. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, I've never been like, I hate you after. I was really pissed off on one thing, but that anyway, it was just one thing. Um, that brother word means something completely different. That bond that it's supposed to means something completely different. What happened was, okay, so this is during COVID. This is 2020, okay? Um, through a mutual friend, I started talking to a girl. All right. Through a mutual friend. Me and her had a mutual. I started talking to this girl, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? I had a birthday party, you know what I'm saying? Like virtual birthday party on Zoom. Excuse me. And I had all these people on the phone with me. And you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I think we talked before on another group call before that. So, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I was kind of feeling her. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling her. I was feeling her. And I kind of got the vibe that she was kind of feeling me too. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? I'm finna try and press the button. I'm finna try and like finesse this. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, with the job I have, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting some rumors and stuff like things gonna kind of get back open a little bit to where you can kind of really move around starting in June or July. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, shoot, if like we could, you know what I'm saying, vibe out, talk to her a little bit, got enough time to really get to know her, and then you know what I'm saying, I could pull up on her, you know what I'm saying, and we can see we can see what's good. We can see what's good. You know what I'm saying? I need to go visit my family anyway. So I'm like, shoot, I could just visit my family, see her. It's great. Gonna be a good time. That's not what happened at all. That's not what happened at all. So anyway, so look, he's talking. You know what I'm saying? We exchange numbers. You know what I'm saying? I kind of hit her, you know what I'm saying? I hit her with it, you know what I'm saying? She hit me back like, yeah, woody woody. I'm like, all right, cool. cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I'm up. I'm feeling like I'm up. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you know what I'm saying? I'm where I'm at and I'm still doing my thing in San Diego. Mind you, this is the key part. I'm still doing my motherfucking thing in San Diego. So I'm on straight demon time, okay? What I did during COVID, during uh yeah, what I did during COVID is terrible, okay? The way I was living was absolutely horrendous, okay? Okay. Okay. Condo smooth was crazy. Okay. I was living wild in San Diego. Okay. Wild. And you know what I'm saying? And honestly, like that situation was just like another thing to me. It was just another thing. It wasn't nothing crazy. I wasn't finna be like, oh my God, my feelings are hurt. Like, no, no, I had others. So it was cool. Um, so, but you know what I'm saying? But I was fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna cap. I was fucking with her, and I, you know what I'm saying? I liked her. I liked her. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try with her, like actually, because you know what I'm saying. She seemed like she had good moral, good character, and all that. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna try fucking with her really tough. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try like really listening and engaging and like different things. You know what I'm saying that she mentions. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna try and just like do it. So like I remember she mentioned like something about a curling iron, like a curling iron went out or whatever. And I was like, "Oh, okay. I said, you'll have another one in 2 days. You have matter of fact, I think I said tomorrow. I said you'll have another one tomorrow, like Prime. Yeah, it was Amazon Prime, like it was nothing. It was like $40. It was like 40. Well, no, it wasn't 40. It was like 20. The damn thing was 20. It was on sale. It was Amazon Prime, free shipping. Like I was like, what the fuck ever? It's $20. It's $20. Because if she was the way I wrote that off was like if she was here, I would have been took her out on like 3 dates. So like $20 is nothing. Like I would have been took her out on a date. So fuck it. 20 to $20. All right, cool. Whatever. Um, so I did that and I did a couple other things for it too. You know what I'm saying? Like it to include flowers, to include flowers. I was trying to be a little romantic. I was trying to be a little romantic. I was trying to be like extra, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to see what happens because I'm never that fucking extra. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see what would happen. It was more of an experiment for me. Um and I'm not again the way I'm talking like it's not like I didn't like her and I wasn't like fully like trying to like I'm not downplaying her like she's like some hoe or nothing like that. Like no, she's not, and still to this day she's not like a hoe or anything. I just you know I don't, but I'm just telling you guys my mindset. That's my mindset going into it. Okay, so me, fast forward, right? But I just wanted to set the stage. Fast forward, I come to Arkansas. Me and her link up. It was cool. We had lunch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had lunch. We met up. We met up one night. We just chilling. We was chilling, chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Like it wasn't nothing crazy. And then we met up the next day and we had lunch. And then later on went over to a crib. We hung out again. We had food. Yeah, we had food. You know what I'm saying? Uh, a little massage. Gave her a little massage or whatever. We watched some P Valley. Honestly, she's the one that put me on a P Valley. I wouldn't have never watched P Valley if she wouldn't have played it on me. On me, wouldn't have. Um, and then after that, I went back. Um, to my location in Arkansas because she was in a totally different location in Arkansas. And this is what I want to talk about. This is also another thing I want to talk about. In California, right? In all my time of being in California, in dating someone, like like if you drove like 2 hours, like that's nothing. That's literally nothing. Like you could end up being driving 2 hours just because of excuse me, just because of traffic alone. So like driving just straight there and it was 2 hours. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't give a fuck. It was 2 fucking hours. And gas was dirt cheap. Like in Arkansas, it was still like I think it was $1.99 or some shit. Like California, it was like three. It was like $3.99. Like I was saving money. Like I don't give a fuck. Um, so I was like, all right, cool, whatever, whatever. I think I got a damn bag for $10. Like the fuck. Um, but anyway, so me and her, you know what I'm saying? I hit her up one day. Um, I don't hear back from her at all. And I'm like, okay, something's not right here. Something's not right here at all. And I'm not gonna keep hitting her up. I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna let this go. Something like immediately I felt it in my spirit. Let it go. Don't say nothing else. Don't say something else to her. Just relax. Right. Fast forward like 3 4 days. Our mutual friend hits me up, and she's like, "Why didn't you tell me you and so and so was talking?" And I was like, "Oh, because you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want nobody getting involved in it. Like, I was just trying to like see where she was at, you know what I'm saying, and her see where I was at, and then see if we could like make something happen. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to put the cart before the horse. Like, I just wanted to see what was up. You know what I'm saying? And if something was cool, something was good, like it was good. If it wasn't good, it wasn't good. You know, and you know what I'm saying? I clearly got the something's not right vibe, so I left it alone. And it's just like, yeah, whoopty whoopty woo, blah 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 blah. And she was talking to me about some other stuff, and that was about it, right? I was like, oh, okay, cool. Then, then the drama starts, right? Because I guess you know what I'm saying. Like, she got caught up with her nigga. I was like, okay, that's cool. I still got my hole, so hey, it be like that sometimes. Um, that's really how I feel personally. I was completely disconnected because drama started, and it was like a week. It was like I was like a week removed from going up there. Matter of fact, no. I was more than a week removed because the day that we stopped talking, like I think, yeah, in total, by the time the drama really started, I was 2 weeks removed from this shit. 2 whole weeks removed. You know what I'm saying? And people are saying like, oh, you know, she said that you said blah 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 about me, and I'm like, girl, I ain't said nothing about you. I ain't said nothing about you. Like, I ain't never said nothing about you or whatever. Like, that's not me. That's not me. I've never said nothing about you. I've never said nothing to you. I have nothing negative to ever say about you, ever, ever. I've never even met you in person. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of crazy to be talking negative about people you've never met in person. That's crazy. Um, like that's way too much investment of energy. But she was cool. But she was cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I FaceTime with her and all that other stuff, and I've been in text groups with her, and she was cool. Like, so I'm just like, hey, she's cool. She's good people's. Um, and then like the mutual was saying like, oh, so and so, she said this, and I'm like, that's not what happened or occurred. I said I have not spoke to this person in the last 2 weeks. Oh, okay, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, okay, cool, cool, cool. You know what I'm saying? And now, here's where things get interesting. She has a Snapchat, but she like made a snap in such a way to where I couldn't see her stories. She made a snap to where I couldn't see certain stories. So there was a story going, you know what I'm saying, on there, and I think on Instagram that she had like on our close friends or whatever. Or what, it was in such a way I couldn't see it. That was the point. Whatever way she did the things, you know what I'm saying, and maybe her Facebook post too, like I could not see any of it. So I'm not aware of what's going on. But guess who could see it? My niggas, my brothers, quote unquote. So um instead of, you know what I'm saying, like having an actual conversation, like man to men about it or whatever, which again, like, you know what I'm saying, like you could just simply just ask me, yo, so what happened, right? I tell you what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because just like I'm telling you now, like it's the truth. Like I literally just told you everything I did. I hide from nothing. Like I'm trying. Like as the more I live, the more transparent I get because I don't care. I don't care. Everybody's trying to hide behind shit. Everyone's trying to hide different shit, And I don't want to be that person. I want to live in the light and not have anything used or said against me like that's like some hidden secret. Like, no, I told it. I will tell it. I will tell it. If you ask me, I will tell it. I will tell it. I will tell it on myself because that's the way it should be. You should be honest. You should be transparent. You should be. You should be truthful. Um, okay, your boy got a little thirsty. But anyway, bruh, when I say this conversation in this group chat got so goddamn, look, grown as men, okay? We're grown as men. The level of childishness and silliness that it got to was just not for me because here's what's my main thing the entire time. I'm like, look, no matter what happened in y'all life, I fucked with y'all. No matter what happened in y'all life, I fucked with y'all. But there's been numerous occurrences where some silly shit has happened, and I've been accused of like really wild shit. Really, really wild shit. Shit that y'all know that motherfuckers knew that was just not in my character. And they was just letting it fucking ride. I'm just like, really? Excuse me. Excuse me. But it was like, really, really. I was like, really? Really, but we're brothers. You know? Air quotes on that. Um, but yeah, so I just really felt like, okay, this is stupid. Okay. This is really dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? They're saying, well, she said this, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You was over there just doing like whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was it? It was like, oh yeah, you was over there being like a big trick or whatever. I'm like, nigga, like in total, like what I spent maybe like what was it like maybe $150 on her. And I'm like, okay, and like dating is more expensive than that. I'm cool. Like I'm cool. Like that's my L. Just $150. I can make $150 just off investing. Like I was making good money investing during that time too. Like I was okay. I was real deal okay. I was doing great. I was doing great as a human, as a man. I was good. Like like financially, I was super good. Like I wasn't concerned about shit. So like so they were saying like, oh, big trick, blah 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 blah, stuff like that, or whatever. And that stuff didn't bother me, but it was just like, I feel like, what I'm saying, you need to do this, that, that. It's like niggas got just way too comfortable just saying different things or whatever. And I'm like, really, none of y'all opinions matter. Like I didn't even argue with them. I just said none of y'all opinions matter, which is the truth. Nobody's opinion about you really matters. The only opinion about you that matters is your own. You know what I'm saying? If you know the truth and you know what's going on with you, then everything's good. Everything's fucking good. You know what I'm saying? It's just the part that bothered me was nobody asked me what the fuck happened. Nobody tried to listen and see what the fuck happened from my perspective. Nobody asked. They just went, you know what? We believe her. You know what I'm saying? You was doing all this, that, and the third, or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, she only showed y'all what she wanted you to see. Like, I I got messages and stuff that go otherwise. I think I still got that stuff. Um, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and even to this day, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the craziest part is like, she's apologized. Like she'd apologized. Like me and her are like, we're not enemies, but we're not like super cool either. You know what I'm saying? But we just exist. We're just few human beings that exist with each other. Meanwhile, like these niggas, we full blown fell out because like there was that day. You know what I'm saying? And one nigga said, "So, oh, crap, egregious shit. I'm talking egregious shit I would never say. And I literally was sitting here on my phone going, nigga, do you know the shit I know about you? Like, do you know? 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 And that's how I felt about the whole chat. Like that's how I felt about everybody. Like at that point, and I was this close to like just shooting off and saying, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna just go completely nuclear." And then I went, "No, went no, 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 no. That's not me. That's not me." And this is the part where I know for a fact I have greater integrity than a lot of people because I'm like, even so, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I really fucked with this person the way that I said I did, there's a way I can step away from this without compromising who the fuck I am. And I didn't. I didn't compromise who the fuck I was. Didn't at all, at all, at all, at all. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, I think the overall mindset was like people felt like because of different life things that in their situations, the way they were situated, like they were in a position of moral superiority, but in all instances, you're not. We're still equal. We're still equal. Like this is what it is. We're still equal. Cause why? I'm single. I'm single. She was single, so it's like I can do whatever I want. The girl can do what she wants. If it ends bad, it ends bad. It's whatever the fuck it is. Like, and plus, again, by the time I got into it with them, I'm 2 weeks removed from the incident. So I really don't care. Like I really don't. I already dealt with the other drama. And by the time I got to them being how they were, I was like, yo, this is dumb. This is dumb. I'm done. I'm done. That's how I felt. So with that said, so I was just like, all right, whatever. And then and then it happened again. Like the next day, it happened again. And the next day, it happened again. Like the third day. And I was just like, you know what? I'm out this group chat, man. This is childish. This is ridiculous. This is childish. Like this energy, this vitriol, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause, like niggas mention, like, oh, we ain't got to baby you or whatever. I'm like, niggas, you're not babying me. You're just fucking wrong. You're just wrong in the whole way you're handling this. It's just wrong because you still have not started from the point of, yo, well, what happened? You didn't even ask me. You didn't even ask me. You're just like, you know what? This fuck shit. This what fucking happened. This what she said. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, behind closed doors, she fucking apologized to me. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, but at the same time, I should have required a public apology. But at the same time, I'm a real nigga and I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm a real nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what people did said or what people think about me. I really don't give a fuck. I don't. I don't. I don't. Um, saying that many times make it seem like I really do. Actually, I shouldn't have said it that many times. But I'm really chilling. Like my space is good. My life is good. I'm blessed beyond measure. Um, and I can never start complaining. Every time I want to start to complain, I just remember like how good I have it, how blessed I've been, how like to be able to navigate and do the things that I've done to live the way I've lived, it's been a true pleasure. It's been a true pleasure. So I say all that to say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like one of like recently, this was about a month ago. One of the guys actually just in the right okay, it's in the right section on Twitch. One of the guys actually called and apologized. And I'm so nice, and this is another problem with me. I'm so nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I tried to empathize and with his even though like what he said and how he said it, he was just wrong. Um like I tried to empathize and I just tried to, you know what I'm saying, like, say different things, you know what I'm saying, to kind of like make it like to kind of like just soften it up. And I'm just like, why do I do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that became another thing. And this, mind you, this after old girl, like, dude didn't apologize. This is, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was February. He apologized in like March, and like, you know what I'm saying? Because he's the one that said the most egregious stuff in there. Um, and I was just like, yo, for real? I'm like, wow. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? And I did feel in that moment like a lot. I felt a lot taken off my shoulders, like not necessarily taken off my shoulders, but it made my heart lighter. It made my heart lighter because honestly, I was still fuming off of that. Like that's been part of my internal fuel. Like nah, what? I can't believe that fucking nigga said that about me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I felt inside. That's how I felt. Like real deal. I was angry. You know what I'm saying? But it just was what it was. It was just very discouraging. You know what I'm saying? Like so now, you know what I'm saying? If you notice, never seen us together again. Never. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know. I don't know if there'll be a time where we all will because like they said, it's them saying it, not me. I'm the glue. And allegedly only certain people talk to certain people, whatever. Shit just went left. A lot of people, shit just went left, and that's kind of sad because in brotherhoods, they're supposed to last. Okay, they're supposed to stand the test of time. Um, but when they're gonna fail when the respect. Okay, the respect is gone, and the respect is gone when you start respecting me as a man and I start respecting you as a man. That's when it's gone. If either party gives up the respect, the friendship, the brotherhood is going to die. All that love, that alleged love shit means nothing. All that brother shit means nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't respect the other person, they might as well just be a stranger on the street. But yeah, that's the last thing that was weighing on me a lot, and that I want to release. Um, I tried my best to keep. You know what? I kept the vast majority. I kept all the names out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to fucking me. I kept all the names out of that shit. Somehow I told this story without anything. And again, I'm saying, with the girl, did did I potentially like I knew what I look. Okay, so look to keep it all the way a band. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew she was talking to somebody, but I didn't give a fuck. I didn't. I wanted to like I I don't give. I didn't care. Like I was like I just want to like this is it. It was it. It was just straight drive. Like I didn't care about none of that other shit. I just wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So and it just didn't end good. Oh well. You know what I'm saying? And I think I want to end that on a oh my god, this is terrible. I'm going to end this on a positive note by saying people have to change their relationship. You have to change your relationship with failure, okay? With things not working. Like change your relationship with it. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a lesson learned. Like, okay, cool, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. Like even with old girl, like, yeah, like you know what I'm saying in the first story, like, yeah, that was fucking crazy. It was crazy as hell. And then to accuse me of all that, that's crazy. But I took it as an opportunity to learn and to grow from it and not necessarily look at it as this like really bad thing. Although, like, you know what I'm saying, um that type of allegation on who I pride myself to be is a bit disheartening, and it does become a bit of a dark cloud that's hanging over you, that will hang over you. And then with them, like, you know what I'm saying, like with her, with the other girl, like, you know what I'm saying, like at least she was woman enough to, you know what I'm saying, to step to me and apologize. Like, so we good. Like she stepped to me, woman to man, and apologized. Um, and with them though, and I think this has been a long-standing problem with our friendship, with our friendships in general, is people do not apologize. They do not. Excuse me. They just keep going. They just keep going, trying or attempt to keep going as if everything's just supposed to be cool. Like, oh well, you know what I'm saying. Like people say dumb shit like, "Oh, we brothers fight." Like me and my brother fist fought before, and it never felt like this. Like I fist fought my own brother. We meant each other harm. It did not feel like this at all, ever, ever, ever. Ever. There was never this level of breakdown. There was never that vitriol where like day after day after day I would go after him or him come after me. Like, no, no, no. Why? Because we were really brothers. We really had love for each other. And we really hashed that shit out like grown ass fucking men. Each party was able to admit their fault. You know what I'm saying? Even with some of my other homeboys, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that's like really stayed, you know what I'm saying? Even like men and women that's still in my life included, like everyone's able to come to the table and actually say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I was wrong here. Or hey, you know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop de whoop, you was right about this. You know what I'm saying? And you were right about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a mutuality there. You know what I'm saying? There's respect. And yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say. This went on a lot longer, but you know what I'm saying? I really need to get this shit off. Um, and I just want to start the new season off and life just going forward on a very positive note, on a very free note. And I've just felt like while I had the energy and why I felt free, and I talk about it. Because honestly, at the end of the day, for me, like, what the fuck is the worst that's gonna happen? Nothing. That's what. Anyway, because niggas know I'm not lying. Um, y'all like, comment, and subscribe because I didn't say that at the fucking beginning. If you made it to the end of this video, hi. Um, hey, yeah, y'all have a good one, man. I'm out.